Hey everyone, welcome back. I've been asked by Azure Beauty to try out and review their dip powder kit. So, look at the box it comes in, isn't it pretty? Let's open it up and see what is inside. Okay, look, there is literally everything in here that you need to do a full set of nails. So they come with the manual. Let's have a quick loop. Application steps for natural nails or for artificial nails. Step 2, apply a coat of base to the entire nail surface. Quickly dip nails into desired coloured powder. Use a clean brush to remove excess powder from around the nail plate and the nail surface. Air dry for 30 seconds. Apply another coat of base to the entire nail surface. Quickly dip nails into desired coloured powder. Use a clean brush to remove excess powder. Apply a coat of activator to the entire nail surface and air dry for 60 seconds. When the blend of powder and liquid had hardened, file to a desired nail shape. Apply a coat of top coat to the entire nail surface. Air dry for 60 seconds. Apply another coat of top coat to the entire surface and enjoy your fun nail art. That sounded like one of those PPI claims on the radio. I also love that if you're having trouble, they give you an email address to quickly email over any problems that you're having, and they can talk through all of that with you and help you. So it comes with this brush, which is so soft. It is beautiful. Love the rose gold little handle on it. So then it comes with the number 1, the base. And I always have to have a little sniff to see what it smells like, because some dip powder kits are so pongy, they stink, but this one, quite pleasant. And then number 2, the activator. Number 3 is the gel top coat. It is a gel top coat, but it's a varnish, like it's air drying. And then number 22 is their white dip powder, acrylic powder. I think it's finer than an acrylic powder, but it's very, very white. It's very nice. And then the second one is number 70. Let's have a look. I love that they've all got the little sealed for your protection, because it does help a lot. Look at that colour. There's almost like a gold shimmer to it, but you can't see it on the camera, and it's really disappointing, but it's absolutely beautiful. 287. Let's pop this open. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you don't know, they do go darker when you obviously add either monomer or the base and the activator to it. So bear that in mind when you are looking at acrylic colours. And then this one, I could see that there was glitter in it, so I quickly gave it a shake. 167 for this one. I think this is my favourite. Absolutely love it. Ta-da! Look at that. So that gold is running through, but you can't see it on camera, on that darker of the 2 pinks. So, so pretty. And then last but not least, you also get a nail file. It's a 100 and 180 grit and 2 brushes, because sometimes they do get a bit clogged up. So that is really good. And this is them swatched with some monomer. So the white, the pale pink, the dark pink that's turned almost aubergine, and then that gold glitter. Oh my gosh, so, so pretty. And I must say, they are very buttery if used with monomer. And I absolutely love that those 4 colours all work really, really well together as well. Absolutely love that. Right, so I'm following the steps to prepare the natural nails. I push back my cuticles, snip off any excess hard, dry skin, and then I'm going to buff over the entire surface of the nail. My nails are very thin, very bendy. Always have been, apart from my thumbnail for some reason. So dipping powder actually really helps with that, because it hardens and strengthens my natural nails. And if I was going to do this again, because I forgot the first time, prime and dehydrate. Well, dehydrate and then prime. I forgot to do that. But it doesn't necessarily call for it in the instructions. It's just something that I like to do to make sure that I'm getting a nice, long-lasting, wearable nail. Right, so let's get everything ready like it says. We've got the little tray, we've got the powder open, and we've got the brush open. So whenever I'm doing dip powder, I don't like to do the whole nail first. I like to just run it down the centre of my nail to try and build up a little bit of an apex. I don't want it to be all flat. So I'm taking a swatch stick as a shovel and scooping all of that dip powder. Oh my god, it's so fine. It is amazing. So you want to pour that all over where you've put the base. Leave it for 5 to 10 seconds, give it a tap off, and then you want to leave that to soak in for, I did it for about 20 seconds, but I think it says up to 30, and then get that fluffy brush that they've provided and give it all a dust off. If you don't dust it all off and you go straight back in with that base, you're going to put that powder onto the brush of the base and it's going to start clogging up, it will harden and you'll ruin your brush. And that is one of the reasons why they have provided the extra brushes, because sometimes we forget, but try and make sure that you're not forgetting. So for the second coat of base, I'm just going to do exactly the same, but go a little bit wider than I did on the first coat. Pour it all over again, follow the same steps, pour it on, let it sit for 5 to 10 seconds, give it a tap off, let it sit for a further 20 to 30 seconds, and then get that fluffy brush and brush it all off. I found that this base doesn't dry as quickly as others, which is amazing, because you don't want to work too quickly. You want to take your time, you want it to be fun, you know. So now I'm going in with a third one, and I'm going right up to the cuticle, right up to those side walls, covering the whole of the nail. Yeah, some dip powder kits, their base dries so quickly, and it doesn't give you time to get all of the powder over the entire surface of the nail, and then you're stuck with patchiness and raised areas and low areas, and that is not good. See, I went over a little bit with the base, a bit naughty, but I've just taken a cuticle stick and wiped around all of my nail, all of my skin, sorry, to remove anything, because obviously that powder is going to want to stick to that base. So even though I've done all of that, that base is still nice and wet on my nail. At this point, with, I'm not going to mention names or brands, but a previous one that I've used, that would have been dry by now. So I really like that for this one. So that was the last coat. So I'm going to brush it all off, and then I'm going to zoom in because this bit is quite satisfying. This is the activator. If it will focus. No, this isn't the activator. Silly. This is the final coat. So I'm getting as close as I possibly can to the side walls and the cuticle, making sure all of that nail is covered. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 coats I've done so far. And looking at my nail now, it is not thick. It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So get all of that on. Give it a shake off once you're happy. And you can give it a brush, and then we will definitely zoom in for the activator because it is amazing. Okay, it's coming. Are you ready for it? I love this. I love how it just goes and it soaks it all in, and it penetrates. Look, it penetrates all the way down all of those layers that you've done, and it just cures everything. So once you've done that, I like to do 2 coats of this. I do a coat of it first, let it air dry for a minute, and then do another coat, let it air dry again, and then I will go in with the filing, and then I'll remove any dust, and then I'll do another coat of activator before I go in with a top coat. So when I'm filing, I just file around the cuticle area and the side walls. Keep looking at the nail, like you're looking at the barrel of a gun sort of thing, or the nose of a dolphin, and you'll see if any bits need filing or not. So now I'm going in again, like I said, I file and then I add another activator just to make sure that it is going all the way down. Now, gel top coat, but that file, it's not, it's nothing to do with the file that they sent. It's my skin and my silliness, I suppose. I know that I shouldn't be using a nail file around my cuticles. My skin is super sensitive, but I just cracked on anyway. I knew it was wrong, but if you have sensitive skin like me, use a nail drill, an e-file. It is much softer and delicate if you know how to use one anyway. Yeah, cut up all of my cuticles. Not all of them. I did stop eventually, but yeah, use an e-file, a nail drill, if you're anything like me. So I've put 286 on the index and the ring finger, 70 on the middle finger, and I've used that same gold, 167 on my little finger as I did on my thumb. And look at them, aren't they? Excuse the cuticles, please. Don't come at me for that. I knew that my cuticles and my skin was far too sensitive, but I went for it anyway. Silly. So I'm just adding a bit of cuticle oil to add some moisture back in, because we've removed so much moisture. If you haven't got cuticle oil, just use some hand cream. But here is the final look. Now, I did go back, because it was at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Some of them, the apex is too high for my liking, so I did go back and file away. It was the index, the ring and the pinky, you see. I mean, it's not bad, but because I'm only doing, like, there's no extensions, so that's very high. They're not extensions, so it's just over my natural nail, so it doesn't need that much of an apex. But I'm very, very happy with this. I will leave a link down below in the description box if you want to go and purchase this. Fantastic price too, by the way. But yeah, how amazing. Absolutely love it. And I love that all the colours go perfectly together. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you have the Azure Beauty dip powder kit already, or if you're thinking of buying it, I definitely would recommend it if you're into dip powders or you're just starting into the nail biz. Yeah, absolutely love it. Definitely going to be using it lots more. I might even get some monomer out, and because it was so buttery and smooth, I might actually try and use these dip powders as acrylic, even though they are acrylic, and try and build a nail with that. If that's something you want to see, let me know. I'll be doing it regardless, but if I need to film it, let me know. But yeah, well happy with that. Again, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We are going to hold another giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, how exciting. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.